What's good, y'all? It's your boy Mike.
And it's your boy Frankie.
Welcome to the Soul by Soul YouTube channel. We have a very special video in store for you today. We're talking about our top 10 sneakers of 2022.
If you like what you see in this video, make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with everything that's happening here at Soul by Soul. Mike, we made it. We're here at the end of 2022.
Hold on. Before we start the list though, let's talk about what's on feet.
Okay.
You know, I happen to have on our sneaker of the year for 2021, the Ama Maniere Air Jordan 3.
Okay, I see what you did there. I got a sneaker from this year, 2022 on. I got the Trophy Room Air Jordan 7s.
Before we get into it, I'm going to talk about our criteria and sort of thought process when putting together these lists. So we make sure to hit 5 main categories. First and foremost, that personal interest or personal investment. Secondly, we're talking about quality and the craftsmanship of that sneaker. Third, we're talking about the wearability. Would you rock it? Fourth for us is accessibility. Was it something that people had the ability to get? And then lastly, sort of that popular opinion. We gotta factor it in somehow. So we're gonna roll right into our honorable mentions before hitting the top 10. You know, it was kind of a hard year to determine what sneakers made it, and we didn't want to leave these out. The first of our honorable mentions will be none other than the Louis Vuitton Air Force One Off-Whites. You know, I don't really consider this as something that can be on a traditional sneaker of the year list just because it was so unattainable.
Right.
It's more of a collector's item, super scarce and hard to get. You had to have a little bit of this, but I think we can't go through the year without commemorating Virgil for what he's done in the sneaker world. And on a quintessential model in the Air Force One, super dope. It's a legacy sneaker to me.
I like that you brought up a legacy sneaker because our next honorable mention is the Nike Kobe 6 Protro Mamba Cetas. I mean, beautiful sneaker, and it's great that this came out to pay tribute to both Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant. A Mamba Ceta colorway, so you got that black Mamba, gold hits going on. Really beautiful sneaker. Really, it feels like a collector's item. Also, the added touch that this was the reintroduction of Nike and Kobe after the Nike and Kobe estate got back together again. The last honorable mention that we got here, we would actually say it's number 11 on our list. We went back and forth with this sneaker. It's the Concepts Nike Air Max 1 Message to the Universe pack. I had the privilege of actually getting all 3 of these sneakers in hand. No details spared on this. It seemed like Nike just gave them the vault to all the materials, and Concept said, bet, I want all of it on this sneaker. So without further ado, let's get into it. Our top 10 sneakers of 2022. And coming in at number 10, we got the Air Jordan 3 Fire Reds. The OG comes in at number 10. It's crazy, Mike, that this sneaker right here was not as well received, it felt like. Like, we copped this, well, let me say me, I copped this sneaker mad early because I was nervous I wouldn't even have a chance. I knew that in 2022 I had to have these in my collection. And now, months later, you could find these in your Nike outlet. You can find them on the resale market way less than what I paid for it. But you know what? The materials used, quality, the packaging, quality with that OG callback, with that sticker in there, kind of showing you what the Air Jordan 3 is made of. And it's just an OG, like literally OG specs happening in 2022.
Coming in at number 9 on the list are the New Balance 2002R Conversations Amongst Us. This was a sneaker that for some reason we were all over. Both Frankie and I copped. It was really cool to kind of hear the storyline of the black creatives at New Balance putting this sneaker together, and there's also a group of, you know, black professionals at New Balance, and you know, they've been voicing their opinions and they have a stake in some of the models and silhouettes that come out. So this was the collaboration there, And I think you look at the sneaker, a lot of vintage hits, and that's been something that's been reoccurring over the last few years.
Yep.
They are very comfortable, and I think, honestly, just a sleeper pick.
Coming in at number 8, we got the return of Pata with the Nike Air Max 1 in the white colorway. The final installment, we think, of the Wave series from Pata. Man, we know that it's similar to the Monarch colorway, which was number 3 on our list last year. But you know what? The materials are different. They switched it up on the mudguard and on the upper. You also have that pure platinum mesh, which just looks fire on this sneaker. Air Max 1s are just some of the most comfy sneakers out there, man. And I really like how they kind of spun this Wave series to be different around the African proverb of each one teach one. Really just one of the best Air Maxes to come out of this year.
In our number 7 spot, we have the Casina Air Max 1 Wang Ang. And this sneaker actually comes with 2. It's a pack, and they're supposed to complement each other. This is the louder one of the pair. You see the orange hits, you see the maroon, you see the blue, you see the green. They really went crazy with the detail and actual material. Like there's different material throughout the whole sneaker. So I really love that. This one is a little bit tougher to wear and just put on with the fit, but it's super nice nonetheless, a premium pair in the collection. And actually the gray one, I feel like we both think is a little easier to rock.
Yeah. At number 6, we have the Joe Freshgoods New Balance 993 Performance Art Pack. You see right here in hand, we have the Arctic Blue colorway. Man, you know what I love about this sneaker, Mike? How wearable it is. Like the colorways obviously are loud. Let's not kid ourselves. We got blue, pink, pistachio, like really poppin' pastels, if you will. But it just works so well on this silhouette. A 993 at that, that's not like most popular of the 99 series at New Balance. But nonetheless, Joe Freshgoods, as always, don't miss.
Coming in at number 5, we have the Union LA Dunk in the pistachio colorway. This sneaker is a part of the Passport Pack. That's right, the big boys are coming out to play now. The collaborators, Union being one of Nike's strongest, starting off with the Air Jordan 1s and continuing the saga. These ones, I mean, they really stand out to us. At the top of the year, it was fanfare. We were like, we need to get them. Frankie somehow got them. You know Frankie. You kind of have 2 sneakers in one, because if you go through this material, it's another leather material.
I think it's arguably the best crafted.
Right.
If you were making a list 10 through 1, I think this is number 1.
Woo! Coming in at number 4, it's none other than the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low Reverse Mocha. Okay, where is it?
Where is it?
Where is it? We don't have it.
Dang.
It's the only sneaker we were privileged enough to get on this list. It's the material, it's the design elements, it's the backward swoosh. Whew. It's 4 laces in one sneaker. I think the reverse mocha also goes really well with the fall season. It's something about the Travis Scott Browns that gets the people going. One day, we'll have it here.
And speaking of what you said, it gets the people going. Nike has come out and said that the Travis Scott reverse mochas were the most demanded that they saw on the sneakers app this year. Won't be surprised if maybe another sneaker, hint hint, may have gone above it. Coming in at number 3, my favorite New Balance of the year, the New Balance Joe Freshgoods 9060 Inside Voices. Y'all know how much I love this sneaker. So much so that I wore it for more than 30 days and did a video for y'all. And as you can see in this shot, they're pretty worn. But man, it's just so creative by New Balance to say, we're coming out with a new silhouette. Nobody's seen it. It's loud. Why don't we just get Joe Freshgoods to do it? And Joe Freshgoods, as always, don't miss. And he gave us not just 1, but 2 Inside Voices colorways on the 9060s. In my opinion, the most comfortable sneaker in my collection. I will agree with people saying like, hey man, they're not the most wearable. And I hear you. but you can't deny how beautiful of a sneaker Joe Freshgoods did.
The only thing I'll add is this sneaker did numbers on the channel. It's the first time we did a wear test video. Thanks to Frankie for that suggestion, and it went crazy.
Coming in at number 2, we've got the Alma Maniere Air Jordan 4. For the second year in a row, Alma Maniere has claimed one of the top 2 spots on our Sneaker of the Year list, and rightfully so with these, man. They put all the upper to be violet ore, which has been a subdued color in their previous iterations of what they've been doing with Jordan, and so now this is taking up the whole sneaker. And you got obviously like the vintage hits, you got still like that Michael Jordan logo going on, but okay, what's the story here? And they package this one with activism, social issues. What is motivating you to get out and do something that as Americans we're privileged to do, and vote? And they had it be also part of their release of, hey, go on the camera, tell us what issue matters most to you, and really make your voice hold power. Tag your local media, tag your local representatives to have a chance at copy this sneaker. And I thought that was just very creative.
All I gotta say is I am a 4s guy. So I was waiting on this sneaker. I wanted to see what the follow-up from the 3s would be, and I am not disappointed. I really like the sneaker, and I just gotta think of some nice fits to go along with it, man. All right, drum roll please. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have none other than the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found. So I don't know if this is something you just felt like, oh yeah, that's a sneaker, that's what they're gonna decide. But I think for good reason this year, I don't think you could talk about 2022 and sneakers without touching on the Lost and Founds. Before the year even started, people were going crazy, looking at the mock images, trying to figure out what these would look like. We haven't had the Chicago since 2015. The Last Dance really had this resurgence of energy towards the Chicago colorway. You see on the cuff of the sneaker, the cracking, even on the white leather, the cracking. The outsole of the sneaker has a dusty bottom. The box itself, you know, has a replacement lid and it's weathered away. So I think the design elements are cool, and you're still getting a Chicago, and it's sort of a sneaker that's giving maybe the OGs something new, you know, something to add to the collection that they might not have had for 7 years or 20 years or whatever. And then for the modern sneakerhead, just also, you know, playing off of that storyline and that vintage feel that I feel like we want to recapture during these times.
Personal interest for me is not as high as it is with you and a lot of other people's.
Facts.
But as you sit and reflect, didn't seem to be a contest, for me at least, and from my vantage point. And also just looking at the grand scale of things, with every sneaker release, the only one you arguably could say was on everybody's mind, yeah, that sneaker's dope, but what about them Chicagos? That sneaker's dope, when are they coming out? That sneaker's dope, here's the official images, oh my god. Like, it just, it never got out of anyone's purview, and to me, that does say a lot about what a sneaker can hold. And to your point, you can't say 2022 without the Air Jordan 1's Lost and Found.
All right, as you can see, this is our top 10 list of 2022. Thank you all so much for watching, for sticking with us till the end of this video. We're really happy to be doing this. Definitely let us know what you think in the comments.
What's your sneaker of the year list look like? Let us know. Make sure you like this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Keep watching to see our individual top 10 lists, what we as individuals think of 2022 for sneakers of the year. And also there will be a link to the review of all the sneakers that we featured in our top 10 list. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for what's next, y'all. Can't believe we have all of these. Oh my God. Happy New Year.
Thank you.